for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create these beautiful, natural, groomed brows. And if you're not subscribed here already, well, honey, you should be. Hit that subscribe button if you want to learn more about makeup looks from a pro makeup artist of 15 years for modern, feminine, chic makeup inspiration. In the meantime, let's get to it. So the first product I use is this Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. This is a grey colour. So surprisingly, grey is a great universal colour for many skin tones and hair colours, because what grey does is it acts as a shadow behind the brow. So this technique I'm going to do is really good for someone with quite a bit of brow hair already with slight gaps, very much like me myself. So I start off by using the spoolie end and I brush up the hair into my desired shape. So me personally, I like a brow that's very nice and full, so I brush up the front and then I move my brow across. Can you see how that's really changed the shape? And just to show you, you can brush your brows in such different directions and it gives you, this is me brushing the whole brow down, it really changes the whole vibe. This is the whole brow up. So that gives me a really good overall basic shape. And now I can identify where I want to add a bit more structure, fill in those gaps basically. So where I want to add a bit more structure is under the brow here. I always want to say Handmaid's Tale references when I say like under his eye. And don't worry if this is looking a little bit heavy so far, because we're going to brush it through. You want to use a very, very light motion for this. You don't want to be heavy at all. And remember, brows are sisters, not identical twins, honey. And then I'm going to take the spoolie end and I'm going to brush. So essentially I'm rubbing out that line. So if you imagine the bristles of this are brushing off the product, so it's going to leave more of like a hair-like stroke. And also do that. Give you jazz hands. So already we're looking a little bit more structured and chic. So when assessing your brows, obviously they're not totally symmetrical. So what you want to do is not be like me and not be able to see in front of you. So let me get a little mirror to hand so I can see and talk to you in a little bit more detail. With my brow, this brow is a little bit more like a softer, rounder one, while this is a bit more straight and an arch. So I kind of decide which side I want to kind of make a little bit more juicy, and I'm going to curve this one a bit more. So I'm adding a bit of more height here and filling in a little bit more there just to emphasize that curve. I'm not completely changing it up, but I'm just adding a slight nod. Then I'm going to brush through that product. So what's really handy here, as I said, to be able to look forward, and I also like to get a little side view angle, so I can see here that there's a little bit of a bump in that. No honey, not on my watch. So I just fill her in and I brush her. Yeah, same on this side. Oop. Oop. I never learn from my mistakes, do I? So I think I can just fill in a little bit more there. Gorgeous. So we're never looking for complete perfection and balance in our brows, because it doesn't exist, and it'll make the rest of your face look really skewed. The next product is an absolute staple and favourite. It's the Glossier Boy Brow. Honey, have you tried this? Because if not, you need to. This is the colour brown. I also do like to use the colour blonde from time to time. Just depends what mood I'm in. If I want a bit more of a fierce brow, I go darker. If I want a bit more of a softer looking brow, I go for the blonde. Actually, how about I use one in each? So this side, I'm going to use the brunette. Oh, hey Magnus. This is the brunette on this side. So what I like to do to really bulk up the brow is brush backwards to get the product right at the root and then in the direction of growth. If you have super good brows, you can just use this on your own, you lucky thing. But look at that, gorgeous. And then the other side, Let's go in the blonde so you can see the difference. So as you can see, it's a really subtle one. If you do get any product around the brow, grab a Q-tip or a clean angle brush and you can just whoop, clean up your mistakes really easily and in seconds. So that's our natural brow. What do you think? Let me know if you're going to give it a go in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. See you next Sunday.